Hello, this is Grandma's Gone Gaming. I'm bringing you episode 14 of my Let's Play with ICrafting's Wild West. While I've been gone, I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been trying to find that lost mine shaft, so I've been to 5 or 6 different locations, and one of the ones that looked the most hopeful was actually right down there in that corner, over there, beyond the field there, and over by what's going to be the barn. In that mining area, I just kept on going down and kept on going down, and broke into a cavern system that also joined with at least one big ravine, and I think two. But it also is just a maze of pits and and little hills, and it's kind of a mess underneath there. So it's not too dangerous. There's not a whole lot of hostile mobs down there because they're kind of hidden by the holes that they fall into, and you can easily kill them. So it's not really bad. So if you're mining, if you use the map and you want to build your farm out here in this spot where the first abandoned hut was, then you can go down in that corner over there, which is let's see, it would be the northeastern corner of the big meadow out there, and you can just keep on going down and go toward the south, and you will find that cavern set. I did not find a lost mine shaft, however. Between that and the other 5 or 6 places that I've been, I had to increase my storage bins. I have 31 diamonds. I'm going to make my armor, so I'm going to, let's see, actually I need to make an iron pick. So I'm going to get that done, because I've got one that's just about dead here. I'll go ahead and do that and pick that one up. Okay, and then I'm going to make my armor. Oops. So I'm going to make my helmet, and then I'm going to make my chest plate, and then I'm going to make my leggings and my boots. There we go. And I'll put all that on. And boots, there we go. And I have 7 diamonds left over. I need to make the jukebox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That gets made like a chest with a diamond in it. You just make an enclosure like that, put 1 diamond in there, and you have a jukebox. And then I'm going to put that right here. Not that I'll play it here. Come on now. Don't have anything to play in it. Okay, I'll just have to get that later on. There we go. And now I'm just going to put the rest of the diamonds away. I don't really need a diamond pick. Don't have to go to the nether, so I don't need obsidian to make the portal. So I'm just, in case I need it, they'll be there. I'm going to pick up, I have like nearly 2.5, I have 2 1/3, I guess, stacks of red wool, and I have some cobblestone slabs, so we're going to go build that barn. And while I've been down underneath, my wheat field has just begun to look fantabulous. It is almost full. After I build the barn, I'll go ahead and harvest that and fill up these last, 1, 2, 3.5 rows. And over here I already have a full field of carrots, and over there in that corner there is a full field of potatoes. So all I need to do is just finish out the wheat, and that challenge will be absolutely complete. So now we're going to go build this barn, and it's going to be very simple. And mostly I just need to move these animals out of the way long enough where I can get up here and start building. You're going to have to move now. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. Don't really want to hit you, but I will if I have to. Like that. Okay, out of the way, cow. I'll have to butcher some of these myriad animals anyway pretty soon. But right now I just want to get this done. Go ahead, whoops. Go ahead and get the 2 layers on this one. And jump, whoops, over here, whoops. Alright, fine, I'll get up here first. Off. Okay. And fill in this line, and I'll get this second layer on here, and then they won't be climbing it. I'm not going to put any windows in it. It's just going to be very simple. I'm going to make a slab roof like I did for the chicken pen. There we go. Alright, so now I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to trade. I had more than plenty of the red wool to do that, obviously. I'll start layering this on here. First of all, I'm going to put a layer here, and then I'm going to build this one up a layer here. And I'll do that again. Go up one more layer here. And then that one I'll have to put some lights on because it is on the top part of the layer. And 5. And go down here and layer that one up. I could have done stairs, but I didn't think about it because I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do. I thought after I did it, I thought, I should have just done stairs. But that's all right. This will work just fine. I just need to put a little bit of light out here, and then I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to go level with those for this one, I think, or maybe 2. Yeah, I think 2. And jump over, and I missed. Oh well, doesn't matter. Get this built up here, come across, and I'm just doing them one at a time because I have a hard time placing slabs and doing a continuous line of them because I always want to lift up my my hand, and then I end up missing where I'm aiming. Okay, so I've got those up there. Now I'm going to have to climb up. I'll just climb up on a piece of cobble here, and they can't get up here and bother me. Okay, so then I'm going to come down a layer rather. I'm going to go ahead and go across here for the moment, just to make this easier. And I'll just layer these in here also. Just kind of gives a little flavor to it. And since this is open, go ahead and it's not open, I mean it's a top slab, so go ahead and do that. And then I'll go down and take those out. Could leave those in there actually, wouldn't hurt anything. And I'm not going to do anything else in here. This is the barn. I'll put a little light in here, and right here, and here, and here. And then we'll fill in the back a little bit. And there is water in here for the animals. And all I need is just a couple more in here. And there's plenty of light in here. Nothing's going to spawn in here. And we have the grass for the animals to eat. And I will also make some hay in just a few moments. So I'm going to do one more thing out here. I have enough left over to do this, just like I did for the chicken coop over there. Just make a little bit of a lip on it, just for the look of it. There we go. And then I'm going to go, I think I'll get a couple of some fence posts and I'll just get some of this. Well, I got to go there and get fence posts anyway. So I'm going to say I'll just take some of that and make the hay bales that I want to make. But I have plenty of wheat already over here in the farming chest. So I'm just going to grab a couple of those. And I'll have to go around to the crafting table. And you make hay bales just like you make a block of anything. You just take your hay or your wheat and make blocks like that, and you have hay bales. And as we found out in the first episode, you just put one hay bale in there and you can break it down into wheat. So it's the exact opposite of what it was before. I don't need any more of this now, but I do want to get some. Let's see, I can put these slabs away, and I do want to get some fence posts. I'm not sure how many I need, so I'll just take a whole stack. Get back over here. And I don't think I'll even harvest this whole field. I don't really need the wheat for a lot. I have enough to increase the flock if I want to, but I don't really need to even increase the flock either. Alright, so now I'm going to take this and just make a little, get out of the way, pig. There we go. Now just make that out there for holding up the roof, as if it needed it. Okay, there, and I'm going to go ahead and just do that out here too, just to go all the way up with it. And the only reason I have the extra fence in here is because these chickens tend to get out. So right now I'm going to reach over there and, oops, nope, no chickens born. And I only have, well, I have a couple live ones. There's mostly, I guess they are all live, all the adult ones, not live. And I've been breeding them and butchering them because it helps my food stash, and I like fried chicken. If I could only eat those, it would be nice. Okay, so there we go. We have a barn, which I actually need to probably throw a little bit of light on the outside also. Well, no, it's, yeah, I'll just take these off here and go with the with some light on the outside there, and we're good to go on the barn. We have a barn now. We have the chicken coop. We have a corral out here. We have a stable for the horses. And, oh, that's right, I was going to put the hay in, just for the heck of it. Don't need to really have hay, but might as well, right? Okay, out you go. Now, these animals don't gnaw at the hay. The horses do. So, be a little fancy here and throw a couple of them in the opposite way. Okay, pig, out of the way. Come on, move. Thank you. And move, sheep, out of the way. Okay, there we go. Now there's some hay and there's water, and it looks like a barn. Okay, now I'll go in here, and I think I'll just go ahead and harvest. I should be able to just maybe harvest these last couple of rows here and get enough seed to finish out. Might have to do one more row. But being fully ripe, let's see what have we got. 36. And no, I'm going to need more than that. Okay, I'll just do a couple rows. Last time I did the whole thing, and then I've been underneath, so it's been growing like crazy. So I should get enough seed from all of this to do. Well, let's see how much I get here. Let's see. And done with that one. Turn around and go the other way. There we go. Fill in this space. Did I get extras? Yeah, I've got more there. Okay. I don't think I'm going to have quite enough. I will if I go ahead and finish harvesting, though. Okay. Just 3 more rows, and it'll be full. And that's not going to quite make it, because that would be... Okay, so we have 11 left. Get half of this row done. I can go harvest. Oh, okay, there's 2 more rows. I keep looking at that wrong, thinking there's only 1 more row. Okay, so I need to go harvest a little bit more here. Just go this way. Oh, come on. Okay, a little bit of a lag there. There seems to be a little bit of an, with that anomaly with the ocean monument. When I get in line with that, it seems to give me a little bit of a lag. That's the only thing I can think of. It's just, it's like in line with that in just a few places over here. So I think that must be what it is. It doesn't happen all the time, just when I get in certain places. Like when I was right there, see? There, and then it clears. So I think maybe that monument is like right underneath there. It stretches out that far. We're not that far from where we found it over there on the other, one of the other little plateau areas. I just do this better when I go backwards. Okay. Let's see, it lagged again when it was filling up the seed there too. And just every once in a while, it does it. And look at that. Now I have one extra seed to go put in the chest. And by the time, um, by this time next time when I come in to do some more in the next episode, then that will all be full of yummy wheat. Be all done. Just like the potatoes and the carrots are now full fields of good food. So if I harvest the potatoes, they are getting baked already. I've already baked a few, and I can do more. There we go, my first extra seeds, 2 of them. And that made up for almost all the wheat that I put into hay. And I'll go ahead and put the hay bales up there too. And we'll go ahead and go put away the food chest now. The pumpkins and the watermelons. And I have a few more things to put away over here. And that fences go down here. Okay, and so I'm going to look. Okay, right now I'll just show you the rest of the trees over here have filled in their block. Looks like one big tree for both the birch. There we go. Unless there's a center one that's missing out of there. They both have grown in their blocks like that, and I'll be able to harvest those. And I will be needing the wood when we go to build more buildings in town, and then we have to found the new village. I've noticed when things that I've been reading online and watching a couple things about other people that have played this map, and it seems like a whole lot of people think when he wrote found a new town that he meant find a new town. It does not mean find a new town. It means you have to make one. You are the founder of the new town. So nobody seems to have actually answered most of those posts. I haven't seen anybody actually answering that, but some of them have been months old or a year old or more, and I think they probably figured out what it meant, or else they just didn't do it. But nobody has been able to find the mine shaft either. So, okay, I've done all these things now. I have the complete farm done. Check. I have tamed a horse. I've spent 4 days at the hotel, more than. I've found the lost gold mine. I have bought goods from the traders. I've tried the light blue beer. I've built my own house and farm as follows. I have the red barn using red wool. I've built a stable. I have my wheat farm, my carrot farm, my potato farm. I've made a melon and pumpkin farm, and I made a garden, which is a pretty viewing garden from at least 30 grass blocks and plant jungle trees. Have done that. Now I have to go, I'm going to circle this number. I have to expand the town with 3 more Western style buildings. I still have to do some TNT mining in the hills, and I do have some gunpowder, enough to make a couple of blocks of TNT. It doesn't say how much I have to use. Find the 2 abandoned huts, and I have done that. I have not been able to find any wolves, and I have been all through this map. I think, though, the wolves probably despawned, and that's a really iffy thing to put in there, because wolves don't stay after if you go over them once. And what is he doing out there? Oh, it's outside the fence. Okay, I thought he was inside the fence. Okay, anyway, if you go past your wolves once and you don't even see them, they will despawn before you can get back and find them again. So that's an X. We're not going to be able to do that one. Okay, then make a huge pasture from at least 50 grass blocks. That is done. Make an automatic sugarcane farm. That is not done. And I'm going to probably gather my supplies after I leave you here and get ready to do that. Make full diamond armor. Check. Make a jukebox. Check. Find the lost mine shaft. I have not been able to find that. I'll do some more searching. Make a monster trap using cacti. So I have that still to do. Build a small cottage near one of the mountains. We did that. And found a new town, and I have not done that yet. So I'm going to need all that wood and probably all the cobblestone that I have in there. So there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things left to do. And X'd off the dogs, actually, so it's only 6 things left to do. We're going to today do the automatic sugarcane farm and the cactus mob trap. I'm going to show you how to make a piston in case you haven't done it before. And we'll need 6 pistons to do this really simple automatic farm. Actually, it's probably semi-automatic because I'm going to have to step on a pressure plate. I'm not going to set up a timer or anything like that for it. I'm not going to go into that much effort. But we'll do an automatic push-button type of farm. So first of all, what I need to do is make 6 pistons. And I'll start with putting 6 planks across the top like that. We have 6 of each in the top 3 spots. And then we're going to need 6 on each side here of cobblestone. Whoops. And I'll get that extra one out of there. And then you need 6 iron ingots right in the center. And then you need 6 pieces of redstone below that. And you'll have 6 pistons built out of that. And there we go, 6 pistons. Now these are not sticky pistons. If you wanted sticky pistons in this one, we could do special things and you'd attach them to a glass block probably. You could do all sorts of fancy stuff with them and still make your automatic farm, but you don't need them. And we don't have any slime that I know of in this entire map, so it would be impossible to build a sticky piston because you need slime balls. Okay, so I have my pistons. I have dirt here. I have cobblestone. I have everything I need. I have sugar canes ready to plant, and I've already actually prepared the hole where they're going to go. It's on past here. I already harvested the sugar cane that was here. And I'll go ahead and grab a couple more pieces since it's grown a little bit since I harvested. And then I'll go over here in between the tree blocks. And I have made just a real simple pit. This is the level where the pistons will go. And then there is the level, the cane will be put in here, and around here we'll have a border of cobblestone. So I'll go ahead and put that in first. Just fill up the whole upper border like this with cobblestone because we need the cobblestone to conduct the redstone. Whoops. Which just needs to go all the way around and touch all of the pistons. Okay, so then we're going to put the pistons in here. Now you place your pistons from the front. You always place them from, like the opposite side. They will be facing you the way that they will extend. So in order to place the ones on this side, I have to go over here and place them over here like that. And that's the basics. And then we'll go down here and I'll plant. Now I don't want to wait for this to grow, so what I'm going to do is going to plant the cane in here, and I'm just going to go ahead and plant another layer on top so that we can see this work, and I'll go ahead and put a 3rd layer up here. Now if you know anything about growing cane at all, you know that when you harvest it, you don't harvest the bottom part. You let that grow and then you don't have to replant. So what you do is you hit it there and you get the top 2 pieces come off, and then gotta get plant right on top of that. There we go. Alright, so now we have 6 pieces of sugar cane in there that will drop 12 pieces into the water so we can pick them up. You have to have the water to plant them by. You could probably go ahead and, if you don't want the pieces to fall into water, you could put slabs. In fact, no, I brought the pressure plates, no slab. You could put slabs right on top of that water and the pistons wouldn't bother it. And then you don't have to get down in the water. But just for this simple scenario, we'll do it this way. Now that we have the sugarcane planted, we'll put a pressure plate right here. It could be on the other side, it wouldn't matter. Or you could put one on both sides so you can come from either way. Either way, it will get the job done. So what I'm going to do first, before we go any further, actually it's next, we just put redstone all the way around, and don't step on the plate yet. And just all it does is it gets in contact with everything, keeps the circuit going all the way around. You could put it on just one side. You wouldn't have to actually. You need it to touch everything. So this part here could be left out. It could just go all the way around that way, but it's just as easy to go all the way around, and then it's machine. Now that's all it takes. Now watch. We have growing sugarcane. Step on the pressure plate, and boom. There we go. It should have all gone at once. That was that little bit of lag that's been happening. I'm kind of in line right here with that ocean monument. But here's what you step on the pressure plate, pistons go out, and they hit whatever is growing. And once you get your sugar cane off, then you just go in here and you collect it. And like I said, if you put some slabs over the top of the water, then you don't have to worry about it going into the water. And there we have all of our sugar cane back again, except for the part that is already down there planted and will grow. That's all it takes, is being by the water, and it will grow up like that. And every time you walk by and say, oh, hey, I can go ahead and harvest that, I'm going to go ahead and just take that one out. Now, the pressure plate counts as being redstone right there anyway. So if you step on this one, it does exactly, oh, okay, it doesn't do the other one then. So you don't only need it on one side. Alright. Alright, so we'll just put this back. Redstone, there we go. And then we'll just make it so that you have to step onto one side. And kaboom, you get all of your pistons extended. And that's all there is. That's all you got to do to have a, quote, semi-automatic sugarcane farm. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff away, and when I come back, we'll go on with the rest of the video, and I'll show you how to make a fairly simple trap using cacti. And we'll do that outside of the gate out here, which I have to say again, they're not very effective, and plus it's just a hassle. But we're going to do it because that's one of the challenges. We are going to construct a very simple cactus trap that you could expand it in size. You could like put a whole pit alongside of here. Depends on what you want to do with it. One of the things that I'm going to tell you right up front is when you are using this trap as a defense, if you want the loot, it's not a good bet, because you need to know that cactus will make your loot disappear if it touches it. It kills everything. So, but it will protect your land. If you actually don't even want to build a fence or something, you can light up the inside, and you can build one of these pits around the outside using your cacti, and you're not going to have anything get at you. So, okay, so first of all, what we need is to have a infinite water source in order to build this, and you can get rid of it in a little while. But you just need 2 buckets of water to do this. You could do it with 4 and make it in a square, but you only need 2. 2 buckets will do it, and then you fill up your water, and you fill up your other water. Just get from the center, don't take at the ends. And that center square is an infinite water source. Okay, so then we have sand here, and we are going to then, I'm going to use cobblestone to build this, but first thing we're going to do is dig a hole. We're going to use a 3 by, well, I'll show you. Okay, we're going to start here by putting in a frame around here where I want to, oh, wait, one more than that. Then you go here and here. Just, you don't have to do a frame, but this is sand, and it just, we did a frame for the other one. You can do it without a frame. You can just dig your hole. But what I want to do is have my hole be here, 2, 3, and then we'll just finish this frame out around it. And it does give it a little more blast protection this way in case you have creepers around. If you really want it to be blast protected, though, you're going to have to use obsidian. So we're going to do another 3 holes here, and then fill in around here with cobble. Same on all 4 sides. Just like that. And here. And then we're going to dig these last 3 parts. This is where your water is going to go. Make sure that I have this right here. Okay, right here. Oh, I didn't mean to fill that part in. Duh. Okay, there we go. was looking a little bit weird. Okay, so then we have a basic frame that's set up, and like I said, you can just dig your hole. You don't need to have a frame, but I'm obsessive. Okay, so then you need to clear out the middle as well. That gives you your basic layout. I'm going to clear out the middle here and this layer, and then we're going to go down and clear out one more layer in here. And if you make this in dirt or anything else, you can do that. You don't have to have it in sand. We are in the desert. In this case, I don't even have to place sand in the middle. Usually you would have to dig out that square and put a sand in the middle, but that's already there. So we don't need to do that. First thing then we need to do is put in, I'm going to go ahead and just build a basic cactus 4 high rather than waiting for it to grow. You can wait for it to grow if you want. But I'm just going to show you how it works and get this done. And so then you just put water in, let's see, I'll put in 2 places here, and trade to 4, and then you go back and get some more water like that, and you just fill every one of these places here, and 5 with water, and 4, and 5, and 4, 5, whoops, no, 5, and then there's 3 more to do here. So these last 2 buckets, 5, fill up this one, and 4, fill up that one. And now I'm using Soartex Fanverse, so it doesn't look the same as it looks in vanilla. It looks like it's not running in there, but it is. And you can see, if you look carefully, that you can see that the water is doing a tide in there. I'm not going to jump in because I don't want to get eaten by the cactus either. Well, I could show you. It pulls you in. So then you got to get out, and it hit me once. So it will take your health down in a hurry, because I had my food bars were completely full, and now they're down by 2. Okay, so that's all it takes to build an easy cactus water trap. And you just wait for mobs to get in there. Now the only really way to test this, I mean, you'd have to have them lined up, or you could just make a whole line of them like this. You can't put cacti next to each other, so you would have to have like every other space, and then you'd have to have water flowing in from both sides, not all sides, and then the one at the end would have it flowing in there. But you could make a whole line of them, and then anything trying to get at the fence would have to go through it. As it is, to test it with a monster, we'd have to come out here and like get on one side of it and try to, walk around it and make sure that the monster tries to come through there. But I'm going to show you with, I'll just do this. I'm not going to go get an animal. I will go into creative, and then we'll pick up a spawner. And let's just get let's see, anything. It doesn't really make any difference. Let's see, how about a chicken? I don't know if it would work with a chicken because they can get themselves out a little better. We'll try it. If not, we'll try it with a cow. Oops, I didn't mean to get rid of my sword. Forgot. There we go. Alright. So then we're just going to take one of these spawners, and we're going to just throw that chicken right in here in the water. And he gets pulled right into the cactus, and he dies. Even if you put him right up here, he gets pulled to the cactus, and he dies. And if you put a cow in there, the same thing happens. We put him right here on the edge, the water pulls him in. As long as he's in the water at all, the water will pull him in. We can bump him in like that. Now, because you can get some of the loot out as long as it didn't float down and hit the cactus. So if you want to get it out a little better, you can actually put your put a block in here, and let's just see how that goes. Okay, so I need to put another block in there. If I put a block here, and then, whoops, not there. Then put cactus on top of that. Then we'll just do that. And then let's try with the spawner. Let's do the cow because he'll give probably more loot. Put the cow in there, he'll get pulled in, and he will eventually die, and I'm going to have to get out of here. And no, that time the meat went up and hit the cactus, so try one more time. So it actually worked better the first time, but you're not always going to get loot. Now see there's the loot, and I can get in there and I can get that out without getting hurt. But the monsters can't. So we'll just leave that there, and that will be my token cactus trap, and I can cross that off my list. And the next time I come in, we will start building, well, we have to do some TNT mining, and then basically it's building houses, 3 new ones in the old town, and then starting a new town. So we're almost there.